horror fans. Horror YouTube channels are some of my favorite channels, so today I've collaborated with a horror YouTuber to bring you some cool, scary stories. He'll be narrating the stories and I'll be providing commentary on them since I'm extremely intelligent and notice things people do not. If you like this video, be sure to leave a like and a comment letting me know you want to see more horror videos on my channel. And if you want to submit a scary story of something that happened to you, the story submission email is in the description.
About 1 year ago, I became a little bit Instagram famous. My profile was public, and I had thousands of followers. Some of them were people I knew at school. Most of them were strangers, and the rest were fake bot profiles. All of my classmates were jealous, and always asked how and why I had so many followers.
Just to explain for anybody who doesn't get it, a millennial's life status is based on how many Facebook and Instagram followers it has, since having a lot of followers is their #1 goal in life.
I didn't care about internet safety at all. When school tried to show us presentations and videos about internet predators and stalkers, I ignored them. I only cared about my following. I thought that nobody would care about my life, and that people would only like my pictures when scrolling through Instagram. I was just a teenager living a regular life. But one day, my normal life changed a lot. I still get creeped out by the situation to this day, even though it was over a year ago. I would post pictures on Instagram daily. I got a few hundred likes and about 50 to 100 comments on each post. One morning when I woke up, I saw that an Instagram profile called DracoDanny94 had liked all of my posts. I didn't find it too weird because I did those like-for-like things, so it wasn't the first time this had happened. I was about to go and like his posts back, but when I clicked on his profile, his account was empty. I thought this was strange, but I didn't pay it much attention. A few days later, this Danny started to leave comments on my posts. Most of my comments said, "stunning," or "you're so pretty," or "hot." But not Danny's comments. I had posted a selfie captioned, "Damon chose," as my friend Damon had picked out my post, because it was a thing people were doing on Instagram and I just wanted to follow the trend.
Typical millennial following trends. What a surprise. Wanker.
Danny commented, "I hope Damon isn't your boyfriend. That would be a real shame, hot stuff." I thought that was pretty weird, because I never met Danny before. He had no mutual followers either. I simply ignored this comment, because I thought that getting weird comments was just a common innocent occurrence because of my large following. On the next day, I posted another photo. This time, it was a group photo of me and about 7 friends. Some of them were boys, and one of them was standing next to me in the photo. Danny commented again. He said, "Who is that boy standing next to you? I hope he is not your boyfriend. He isn't even as hot as me." By the way, all messages and comments will be paraphrased as I remember them, because I don't have the screenshots. The comment spread around the group chat, and all of my friends were asking who it was. I told them that I didn't know. They all told me to message him or at least reply to the comment. At first I thought it was a stupid idea, but eventually they convinced me. I replied to him, "Why would you care, stranger?" After half an hour of silence, Danny DM'd me. In the DM was written, "We don't have to be strangers, Emma." I got annoyed because I thought it was some fuckboy I didn't want to play any games with anymore, so I texted him, "No, really, who are you? I don't know you." I got a fast response. "You don't know me, but I know you. More than you think." I thought to myself, what the hell could that mean? I just responded with an, "Oh yeah? Well, I'm not sure about that. Good night." I wanted this conversation to end. I had better things to do than talk to a random creep, but he didn't give up. "Come on, Emma. It's only 10 p.m. Don't be boring." We went back and forth. "Boring? Ha! Barely. I just went to sleep, that's all." "Well, at times, you do seem pretty wild." "What?" "Well, judging from your Instagram, you seem pretty wild. Partying on a Thursday. School must have been pretty shit. Were you not tired?" "I told you I wasn't boring." "I should have guessed." After that, I stopped replying, but he just wouldn't. "So, Emma, you like parties, huh?" "Well, so do I." "Hello? Emma, come on. Don't give me the cold shoulder yet. We have just gotten started." I replied again and asked him, "Started with what exactly?" He said, "You know, chatting." "I want to get to know you, Em. Can I call you Em? Em is a cool nickname, don't you think?" I replied, "I don't have time for silly chit-chat. I need to sleep. Good night." I was done with him. He seemed a bit off. I just wanted to slowly slither out of the conversation, but I also didn't want to block him because, hey, it's a free follower.
Okay, I know I'm going to get called out for victim blaming, but really, if this girl gets killed, it is really her own fault.
I walked over to my bed and I started to get comfy. I decided I wanted to watch some YouTube before I drifted off to sleep. After a few minutes of scrolling through YouTube, I got another message from Danny. "Come on, Emma. We both know you are not sleeping. You're just on your damn phone. I hate liars." What? Holy shit, how did he know?
How indeed? Perhaps he was using a little invention called a window and looking through it.
I texted him, "What? Who the fuck are you?" I peeked out of my window, but there was nothing there. I tried to calm down. Maybe he'd just guessed, right? He texted me again. "Emma, chill out. You will wake up your father." This time I really freaked out. I looked out of my window again, and this time I scanned the outside in detail, but still nothing. Will he come for me? Will he hurt me? My imagination started running wild. I dialed 911 because I felt like I needed to tell the police. Who knows what Danny could do? He could be stalking me and watching my every move. Before the operator could speak, I received another text from Danny. It said, "I wouldn't do that if I were you." I got scared, so I hung up the phone. Another message. It said, "Good girl." This confirmed it. He could see me right now. When it clicked, it felt like my soul had left my body. I felt like I was in a movie.
Speaking of movies, what did you all think of Avengers Endgame? I just posted the full movie on my channel. Click on my channel, subscribe, and turn on notifications if you want to watch it for free.
This psychopath is outside of my house, watching my every move. I texted him, "What the hell do you want?" He said, "To be friends." "Bullshit," I replied. "Shut up. I really like you, Emma. Let me in?" I started seriously believing that I might die soon.
Hopefully.
I went to make sure my window was locked, and then I closed the curtains. He texted me, "Emma, open the damn curtains." I walked down the stairs and saw my dad asleep in the living room. I didn't know if I should have woken him up or not. because he probably wouldn't believe me if I told him what was going on.
Yes, he probably wouldn't believe it. It's not like she had texts proving it or anything. Oh, wait.
I had no idea what to do. Another message. Emma, don't do anything stupid. Then, Emma, I'm warning you. I ignored his bullshit and went to grab a kitchen knife. I needed a weapon to feel safe, because who knows what this creep could do. If he decided to break into my house, I didn't want to be caught helpless without a weapon.
A weapon? What kind of weapon is a knife? Should have gotten a gun instead. I carry a gun with me everywhere I go. It is one of those cool ones with the little cylinder piece on the end, like James Bond uses. Why would somebody who lives in America not own a gun? Silly Americans.
He sent me another message. Why don't you let me in? Can we have a drink or two? Come on, Emma. I don't know much about you, but I want to know everything about you. I decided to dial 911 again and follow through this time. I'd got connected to an operator, and I described the whole situation. The operator told me patrol cars should be at my house within minutes. She kept asking me more questions, when suddenly, I heard a tap on the window behind me. I stayed silent, because I was actually terrified. Why does this not happen to anybody else? The tapping continued. The operator kept asking me if I was still on the line, but I was too afraid to make a sound. Then, I got a notification from Instagram. 4 new messages from Danny. They said, "What is wrong with you? I was kind to you. You piece of shit. You sluts are all the same."
Wow, that guy has no game.
A few minutes later, the police finally arrived. It was a huge relief, but unfortunately, Danny was gone. I wish I saw that sicko in handcuffs. The situation was extremely serious, because the police told me they found a knife and an expandable metal baton by my bedroom window. They said he probably dropped his weapons and ran as soon as he saw the patrol car pull up. When I wanted to show them Danny's Instagram profile, it was already deleted. I still remembered his username though, so I gave it to them to see if they could get his location. A few days later, I got a call from the police informing me that the account can't be traced to any device, so they won't be able to find Danny. This really worries me, because that means he's still out there, and he most likely lives close to me, so this situation could happen again.
Danny sounds like a real incel. What kind of nerd would actually think showing up at a girl's house with a knife would make her want to go out with him? He should have watched some pickup artist videos if he wanted to learn how to get girls. Such as the video on my channel called How to Get Girls, 6 Ways to Pick Up Any Girl, Dating Secrets. Come check it out if you want to learn how to get any girl you want. Also, if you're ugly, I even have a separate video called How to Get Girls If You're an Incel, which you can watch instead. But anyway, let's hear what happens in the next story. Maybe the person will be a little smarter than the last one.
I became single not so long ago. At first, I didn't feel like seeing new people, but to be honest, my urges were starting to get the best of me. I was desperate to meet a new girl, but there were no hot girls in my circles, and I didn't really feel like trying Tinder either. One day, I woke up, checked my Instagram, and noticed that some random girl followed me and liked a bunch of my pictures.
Everybody listen up! If a random girl follows you on Instagram, it is either a catfish or a spam bot. Hashtag life advice.
I checked her profile, and her profile was very standard. She had a couple hundred followers, a bunch of pictures, and nothing about the profile seemed fake. I looked at her pictures, and she was just perfect. She was exactly my type, a petite brunette with a curvy body. I didn't really know anything about her, but she was hot. So what the hell? Her bio said that she was from my town, so of course I had to follow her back.
Yes, she was hot, so what the hell? That is all that matters anyway. Girls, pay attention.
After I followed her, I started going through her pictures, because like I said, this girl was really hot. After obsessing over her pictures for a while, I decided to DM her to see what happened. Her most recent picture was a picture of her surfing, and I love surfing. So I thought something surfing related would be a really good opener.
How about you look like you know how to ride that board? I have something else you can ride tonight. See, as you can see, I'm a professional pickup artist. Like I said earlier, I know what I'm doing.
I have no clue what I texted her, but it took her about an hour to reply, which was kind of strange. I got to the message instantly, and from that point on, we just kept exchanging messages. She also surfed, so we discussed surfing for a while. I didn't want to blast her inbox for too long and sound too desperate, so after a while I ended the conversation. Overall, I had a really good feeling about her. She was really easygoing, and we had similar lifestyles. I thought we would vibe well if we met up. So I decided I would DM her the next day again. To my surprise, by the time I actually got to DM her, I already had a message from her waiting. I opened the message and it said, "Hey, how was your day?" In the moment, I felt so good about it. This hot girl was already DMing me first and asking me about my day after I had talked to her once. I knew I had to get her. I started chatting her up, and she was giving me all the right signals. She was really into the conversation. Everything was funny to her. She literally laughed at everything I said, and she started revealing some personal stuff. She told me about her family trip, the trip they plan on going to next month, and so on. I felt pretty good about myself, so I asked her if she was free to hang out with me this weekend, and she said yes without any hesitation. We agreed to meet on Saturday at 12 p.m. near a local arcade. It was surreal that I had a date with this girl. When it was finally Saturday, I texted her to double-check that she was coming. Apparently, she couldn't make it because of some family-related issue. I didn't ask any further questions, because she said after she got it over with, she would be staying home alone and I could come over. At this point, I felt like I was being #blessed by God.
#catfished.
I couldn't see that the whole situation was probably too good to be true. The evening was nearing, so I asked her for the location and got ready. After I showered and dressed up, I got into my car and headed off. I was so reckless that I didn't even check what part of town she lived in. I just put her address in my GPS and followed it. After a bit of driving, I started to feel a little bit nervous about the whole situation for the first time. It hit me. I'm really about to enter a house of a random person I met online just a few days ago. The fact that my GPS was leading me to the sketchiest part of town didn't help my nervousness. I tried to ignore the nervousness and eventually calm myself down. I told myself that I've just never done this before, so it's normal to feel nervous. I was finally getting close to her place. It was hard to feel excited because I was still creeped out by my surroundings. I always heard bad stories about this neighborhood, but whenever I passed it, it looked like a ghost town. I actually never saw anyone there outside. I got to my final destination. My nervousness multiplied, and I was feeling more uneasy with every second. I parked across the street from her house, which was at the starting line of the woods. I grabbed my phone and texted the girl I was supposed to meet that I'm there. She replied with, "I know. I saw your car pull up." I'm almost ready, just come in. I started walking towards the house, but something wasn't right. I realized that not a single light was on in the house. How the hell was she getting ready with no lights on? At this point, red flags were going off, and I started to think that I probably just got catfished by some idiot who thought it would be funny to send me to a sketchy area in hopes of getting some. But soon, I found out that that would have been the better case. I turned around to go back to my car and drive home. As soon as I started the car, I got a notification. It was her. It said, "Where are you going? Why did you get back in the car?" She was there, and she was looking at me. This creeped me the hell out. But stupid me gave her another chance. I mean, her pictures were really hot. I texted her, "This is really sketchy, and I'm not entering the house unless you walk out first, so I can see that it's really you." She replied instantly with, "Are you a scared pussy?" I told her that I was just cautious and didn't want to risk anything for no reason. She replied, "All right, I'll walk out, okay?" I replied with an okay and started staring at the door. Within just a few seconds, the most insane experience of my life took place.
And that's it for the video. Make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Like and comment. Subscribe to my Instagram. Subscribe to my... Just kidding.
It was so fucking crazy. I still can't believe it. I heard my passenger side window break, and then I looked over. There was a man reaching for the door lock. I instinctively put the car in drive and slammed the gas pedal. I looked in my rearview mirror and saw the man chasing after me, but I was safe. I was home in about 25 minutes, and my heart was still racing. I blocked the girl, or whoever it was, on Instagram, and never heard from him or her again. All I know is I'm never doing online dating again.
You really shouldn't be doing online dating at all. Until you've watched my video, 3 ways to get any girl you want over text. All the top pickup artists use this technique, and now I'm giving it away for free. All you have to do is subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications, and you'll receive a copy of the video in your inbox. With these new techniques, you'll never get catfished again.
If you have a story you want to submit, you can email it to me at mrhockeymaskinbox@gmail.com and just put subscriber story in the subject.
Thank you, Mr. Horror Channel. Viewers, come subscribe to my channel and check out all of my videos. Make sure you watch them all so I get paid for the ads on all of them. And follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Tinder, like all of my videos, share all of my videos on your social medias, and donate a lot of money to my Patreon, because I want to make more money on YouTube. Bye!